Here's my Ruggedmade 37-ton splitter. I just installed the auto cycle valve here, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So here's my valve. I tried to reuse all the hoses that I could that came on the splitter and just rerouted them differently. And I did have to buy some extra fittings and hoses and such. This hose here was an 18-inch hose that I put on. If I was to do it again, I would have gotten a 2-foot or a 2.5-foot hose and then looped it around the backside here instead of out front here just to clean it up. I ordered it in advance, not knowing exactly what I was going to need. So the mounting plate here, what I did is, obviously I take everything off. I mounted this guy to the left more. I drilled some new holes so you could see it's overhanging a little bit, and I was not able to put a bolt in here, but I was able to get 2 bolts in on this side. And then I did the same over here as I drilled it, right? I reused this hole here. There was a hole here in this corner, and I may have spun this plate 180 degrees, I can't remember, but I reused a hole here, and that's how I started with everything. And then after I put a bolt in here, I drilled all my other holes. You see I got a bolt there, and I got a bolt there. And then for these bolts here, now they're covered up, so I switched them to a hex head bolt instead of the Allen cap screws. And I was able to get one underneath there. I was only able to do 3 of them and not all 4. But my 4th one fell out before, so it was running with 3 for the last 10 hours, and it had been no issue. So I just figured that 3 is good enough. We got them tightened down. And then as far as routing the hoses go, you've got your D port here, and that's going to go all the way to the return side of the cylinder. And then the B port on here goes to the extend side of the cylinder. And then you have to do a jumper, obviously, from the D port to the A port. Another thing you'll notice is I did not use any pipe dope or tape on the valve. Prince, it'll void the warranty if you use any sort of Teflon tape on it, because you can over tighten it and crack the valve and ruin the valve. So don't use any dope. You can see I didn't use any dope, and it isn't leaking. The other thing is these caps that they put in these valves look like this. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a 9/16 Allen wrench sitting around. So what I did is I took a bolt and welded a nut onto the end of it. And then I just got a 9/16 socket and stuck the bolt in there, and then used the impact to zip them out because they were solid. Here is my setup. It's a little crooked in there, but just simply welded a nut on the end of a bolt. So that is how I did it. You'll see I've got a couple extra hoses here. I put a dump valve on as well. And I put an extra tank on here because I'm running a 28 gallon per minute pump on here instead. I just swapped it out, the 22 gallon per minute pump with the 28. And the good old Raven engine can handle it just fine. And so I put a bigger tank on to help keep the oil cooler with the auto cycle valve and the bigger pump, causing more friction and causing oil to heat up more. So, and then the dump valve is also to help cool it down as well. And it also speeds up the retract time. So I'll give you just another quick shot here. So if you got any questions, just shoot me a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you got. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and follow along the channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.